All right. Tonight we are with, introduce yourself.
Dave McClain, drummer from Macine. What's up?
Thanks for joining me. Let's talk about the writing process. Did you guys do anything different for the Blackening from the past?
Not really. I mean, we pretty much took the no rules policy from the last album, and you know, took it a little bit even further on this one. You know, we had the luxury, or luxury of letting these songs really like take shape and going into a life of their own, and you know, being able to sit there and have parts and play these parts over and over and keep adding other parts to them, to where they've, not just for the sake of adding a lot of parts, making 10-minute songs just because, but making them so they're really, good songs and exciting songs to listen to and to play, and so it was cool. We had a lot of time to work on the stuff. And
how much time?
We took a year out, and ended up. I think no matter how much time we have to write a record, I don't think it's never like enough time.
Yep.
There has to be that final point where you just have to go, all right, that's it, stop.
So you're pretty prepared entering the studio?
Oh yeah, but we always are. By the time we go into the studio, we've got, we've demoed stuff at least 2 or 3
Yep.
times, and lots of pre-production work, and so when we get in there, we're just do it.
So like some of the longer songs, were like Halo, was it that long when you entered the studio? Did it become that way? I mean,
we may have extended a lead part or something, maybe like the last week, but there's always parts that we're changing during the recording process, or just the day, we're doing drum tracks.
Yep.
And we're let's try this here, and so there's always things that are definitely changing.
Cool. All right.
Not final.
At what point did the album's name become part of the writing process? Before, during, did you know?
Pretty much towards the end. That's one day Rob just said, what do you think of this, the Blackening? I like it. I kind of had some imagery in my head right when he said it, and it just sounded good, and once we saw the picture for the album cover, I was going through Rob's computer one day looking at a bunch of pictures, and saw the picture, which is now the album cover, and I was like, this is it, simple album title, simple cover.
You discovered it. That's cool. That's one of my questions.
Yeah, just came across it, and he had it. He downloaded it from the internet, and I was like, that's it.
Cool. What was the first song done?
Man, I think the first song we finished was probably Slanderous. Yeah, Slanderous.
Last song done?
Probably, it always seems that the first song on the album is always the last one that we finish. That whole time we were writing, we knew we had a lot of killer songs, but we didn't have that intro song. We didn't have that song that we would open up with live if we were, playing, new stuff.
Yep.
And so Clenching was a song that just finally came around at the end. That and Wolves, because Wolves was a song that originally was almost going to be an instrumental, just because Rob was like, there was so many parts, and just, we had long songs, but most of the songs they were going places, and Wolves was just kind of a song that we literally just took parts after parts off our dry erase wall and added them together, and made this song, and finally started coming up with some lyrical ideas and melodies and stuff for it. So Clenching and Wolves. That's two.
In the studio, who works the hardest?
Oh, Rob, for sure.
Yeah.
He's there, since he produces the album.
Yep.
And he always has, in a way, even when it hasn't been credited. He's there literally every minute of every day that we're in the studio, he's there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, you're on tour. Towards the end of the tour, Heaven and Hell. You guys heard about that? Kind of honored, you know, be part of the tour. Cool.
Amazing. You know, we really fought to be a part of it when we heard, because originally we were going to be main support for Megadeth on their tour, and when we heard, you know, Megadeth's canceled their tour, they're going to be going out with Sabbath, with Dio, and we're just like, oh my God, we got to do this. You know, we got to get this. This is going to be, you know, this is a historical tour. You know, Dio getting back with Sabbath, and just all of us being fans of that era of Sabbath. You know, I mean, both eras, all, you know, the Ozzy and Dio Sabbath are the two important to us. You know, and so when we got the tour, we were just, the main thing we were happy about, that we were going to see Sabbath with Dio like for 20 shows. You know, we were like, whatever, our set's going to be, it could be 5 minutes. We don't care. We got tickets to the show every day for a month. So it is really, you know, it's an honor to be a part of it, and it's killer meeting all the guys and having them be so cool. And you know, for me, you know, when I was a kid, like, you know, Vinny Appice was one of my drummers that I looked up to and everything, and now to like be, you know, talk to him, and he'll come in the practice room and show me some stuff. You know, I'm like, I'm getting lessons from Vinny Appice, and he invited me back to watch from behind his kit. It's like, this is the good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first show, were you guys a little nervous? I mean, you guys were kind of kicking off the tour, you know. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it was, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how they're going to be, and so, you know, we actually didn't get to meet Ronnie until the second show was in San Jose, and when we finally met him, he was the nicest guy, man. He was talking to us, you know, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna go get, you know, we talked to him for about 10 minutes. He said, hey, I'm gonna go get dressed and dried off, and you know, our room was right across. He was like, where's your room? Right, it's right here across from you. He's like, I'll come back over there, and he did. Like probably 15 minutes later, came back over, and was talking to all of us, and couldn't be a nicer dude, and the rest of the guys too. Like the first night of the tour, I went up to everybody. I was like, I'm just gonna get the fanboy stuff out of the way. And, you know, it's an honor, and honor to be a part of this, and thanks for having us. And ever since then, you know, we'll be heading to the stage, and Tony Iommi will be out there by his dressing room, and he'll go get him. It's like, oh, fuck, yeah, you know, awesome, good stuff.
Definitely. Megadeth on tour with them. You have us raiding their dressing room today. Cool. The guys are cool.
Yeah, totally cool. We actually toured with Megadeth.